is Fana Tshabalala, dancer, choreographer, and founder and artistic director of Broken Borders Arts Project. The idea behind Without Limit video mapping, in fact, it's a suggestion from UJ, because at this moment there's focus on for AR. They wanted to see how we can blend dance and video. So they suggested this project. It's been going on for quite some time now. I think the idea we started with it was last year, January. That was the initial idea, discussing, and then we had to find relevant people who are capable of working with videos, lighting, everything, and the dance as well, which is me. So we met last year, September, and then we explored this idea of how can we make dance, video, lighting, and the music one thing. Because most of the time you'll find that dance depends, it's relying on the video or the other way around. Same applies with the music, but here we wanted to merge everything. The production, we have worked with well-established people in whatever they're doing. Like here again, he's a lectured vet working in the film. He does a lot of videos, but for him as well, it was quite an experience, because he has never went into dance this deep in videos. Because here it's like 40 minutes of video, and then the edition, it was a lot of work. And Olive, he's been amazing. He works with projection. He does everything related to projection. And then we have Kuba. He's a lecturer at after in Cape Town. He's doing the music, and he does it from Cape Town. So constantly we are doing video charts, explaining to him what's happening. Sometimes it's a challenge because he doesn't get the idea right, but once he gets it, he flies. In my understanding, video mapping, it's a combination of images that makes a moving picture. I don't know if I'm getting it right, but it's like manipulation of images, how you manipulate it. And all the time when you do it, you try to push your limits and see what's possible. Even with your phones, when you're doing the videos and you start editing them, putting filters in it, stretching them into the unknown zone. So basically for me, that's video mapping. It's pushing the limits of the video. Without Limits, it's really inspired by a man who grew up in the village, wanting to provide for his family. In the village, you know, everything it's fluent, it's improvised. You wake up, you don't know what might happen. The cow might be having problems, or you might be having problems in your farm. But the obsession was to provide for his family. Then he found himself in a working environment where you're dealing with numbers. There's no room to improvise. There's no room to do flavor. If you don't write one, you write zero, it changes everything. So he became frustrated in this world. So everything it's like everything on a daily basis, everything. And then he became frustrated, wanting to go back home. And then he started imagining or feeling what's calling him back home. So he gets into that imaginary world, imagining being home and all of those things. What he was longing for, it's connection to nature, connection to who he is. And this is what is happening currently. We find ourselves most of the time in a situation where we do things over and over, each and every day, over and over. You start losing yourself, because you become like a clock. We are governed by the clock. 8 p.m. I need to be there, 9 p.m. I need to finish. Without reaching those things, you feel like your life it's finished. This piece, it's very different from what I usually do. So for me now, what I usually do, I go in studio, I start improvising for days and days till I get what I want, and I improvise on the theme of what I want, and I'm always fluent in my choreography. I always get inspirations everywhere. But here, this choreography, it's super strict. There's a video happening, I need to be on time, and sometimes that thing it frustrates me. I do have moments to to improvise and find things, but this one it's super set. I spend like most of the time watching videos. Like I don't know how many times have I changed my choreography. I've been dressing since from last day. Then I get a video and I realize these things are not working together. Today I was here for the first time wearing costume, being on treadmill, being on the projection. The timing has changed because the costume is too many layers. It changed the timing of the what do you call it? The timing of the projection. I was late because of the costume. Now after this I have to rehearse again and see I need to wear this thing at this time or on this beat and make sure I'm finished. So everything here is time. For me, I think this project in Free State, it will open up the dancers or choreographers approach to choreography and see how can they in future use the video and music differently in their own choreography. And also to experience what does it mean when you say video mapping. The audience, for me, the most important thing I think they will take from this projection is self-introspection, and then ask themselves, am I in this kind of environment? Am I living like a robot? What's happening to my inner being? You can catch Without Limits at Free State Arts Festival on the 1st, 3rd, 5th and 6th. You can purchase your ticket at Web Ticket.